Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy Sonny here, coming at you guys with another Neverwinter video, and we have another special video today. Neverwinter story time. You guys absolutely killed the first episode, so let's see if we can keep it going. You already know by the title and thumbnail, we are going to be talking about the first time I got scammed within the game of Neverwinter. Now, this is an OG story way back in the day when I first started playing. Fresh seed to Neverwinter, you know, fresh barbarian, new to the scene. Didn't know the tricks and the trades of Neverwinter, and boy oh boy did your boy Sonny get exploited to the fullest. Now, as you already know with all these stories, your boy Nipsey was in the party with me right there. You know, he was there. And even talking about it when I was telling him about it the other day, because I was telling him I'm making these story times, and he was actually giving me some ideas, bro. We have a bunch coming. So as long as you guys are enjoying this, I'm going to keep dropping them. I'm having a lot of fun with these. But yeah, let's just jump into the story now. So, you know, this guy's posting for Vorpal. And I was like, well, shit. Back in the day, Vorpals were king. Okay? For any DPS class, Vorpal was king. And they were the most expensive. Now I'm talking millions upon millions of AD for Vorpal. And I believe at the time it was the highest it could go. I don't remember what the level cap was, maybe 10 or 11. You know, it wasn't something crazy, right? But the Vorpal itself was legendary, right? And, you know, this guy was posting, wanted to trade PM offers. So, long story short, you know, we're going back and forth, back and forth. I invite the kid into a party, you know. I'm like, well, what do you want for? He goes, well, what do you got? And at that time, you know, I really didn't understand the game of Neverwinter, you know. I was like, you know, I got this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this. Well, he's just like, match the value. You know, match the value. I was like, okay. You know, I'm looking up the auction house price of it. You know, subtracting. You know, boom, boom, boom. A couple minutes later, I sent him an offer. He's like, yeah, I could do that, right? He's, you know, he seemed friendly and everything. You know, we were chit-chatting up in the party and shit. He's like, yeah, come to Protector's Enclave. Next thing I knew, I switched to his instance. Trade is going. Okay? Now, this is where it turned to shit. Now, as you guys could probably assume, some of you already know what I'm going to say next. Maybe some of you don't know. Well, the trade commenced, and I've never, honestly, when I trade now, I barely trade. I'd rather sell shit on the auction house first, just because this incident fucking scarred me for life. Like, dead ass, bro. Like, I was so upset. But anyway, we're jumping a little bit too far ahead. I'm starting to put in my items. He puts in a Vorpal, right? Next thing I know, he's like, I have some spare, you know, just some refinement here. You can keep. And I'm like, really? You sure? You know, whatever. He's like, yeah, no big deal. So he's filling up. I'm filling up the left side. Not really paying attention. You know, he filled up the right with some refinement. You know what I mean? Nothing too crazy. So I'm going through, you know, putting everything on my side. You know, checking. Next thing I know, I hit propose. You know, he hits propose, accept, goes through, right? Everything is fine. Everything is dandy. So I'm looking. I'm like, all right, take care, whatever. You know, he leaves the party, I look at my inventory. And I'm like, wait a minute. Where's my Vorpal? Now, it should be, like, literally, my bag was cleaned out. Like, dead ass. Like, my bag was cleaned out because I was trading him pretty much everything I have at the time that was worth sellable. And next thing I know, the only thing I'm seeing in my bag is these enchantments that he was giving me. I was like, yo, Nips, what the fuck happened? And he's like, I'm like, yo, I think this nigga just scammed me. And I'm like, where's my Vorpal? So I'm sitting there freaking out right now, dude, because I'm pissed as a motherfucker, dude. Like, I'm hitting this message in this, and obviously at this point, you know, the guy blocked me and everything, blah, 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 whatever, the whole spiel. You know, at that time, I didn't really know what else I could do because obviously, you know, it was a trade, and I don't really know how you could report a trade considering you both accept the terms and whatever. But I figured out down the road, you know, well, let's not jump ahead. Let's not jump ahead. You know, I always do that sometimes, so let's bring it back down. So I'm freaking out. I'm flipping out. I'm so upset. It's not even funny, dude. And I'm literally devastated. I'm like, yo, Nips, I gotta go, man. I just gotta go, bro. This nigga took everything I fucking had that was sellable. And all I got in return was just some enchantments for refinement. So, never knew exactly what happened. You know, I was like, dude, you know what? Fuck it. I'm never trading again. From that day on, yo, you could even, like, you had to be there in the party because I was flipping. I was just so, even my voice, bro, you could tell, like, I was just done. I was like, Nips, I gotta go. I got off the game. I was just like, I was just chilling. I don't even remember what I did. I think I just watched TV for, you know, a couple of days. I didn't even play the game. And, you know, I didn't find out till years later exactly what happened. Because this guy was like, yeah, you know, that's a scam within the game of Neverwinter. And I was like, you know, like, a scam? What do you mean? Like, you know, obviously you know what a scam is. But I was like, but the item was in the trade. Like, I don't know how he did that. Well, he's like, people will do is they'll put the item in first. And then they'll start giving you, you know, just fodder items to bring the Vorpal out of view of the trading tab. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah, if somebody's giving you a trade and they start throwing in items like that, right there, that's red flags immediately. Like, if you're going a one-on-one trade for an item and this guy starts throwing in that shit, watch. As soon as you hit propose, he's gonna quickly go back to the top, remove the Vorpal from the trade, propose the trade, and, you know, confirm it real quick. You know? And for the longest time, I never knew that. So, maybe you guys got scammed out there. Hopefully you didn't. You know, maybe by then you maybe heard from a story, or you knew before your boy Sonny. Or maybe you knew the tricks of the trade to this game before coming into it. But your boy Sonny learned the damn hard way with that one. That one definitely hurt. That definitely hurt the pockets. That definitely hurt the heart, man. That made me not trade for a hot minute. You know, I only really trade sometimes. I'm not even really big on trading. I'd rather just post the shit up, let it sell in the auction house, you know. I'll lose the fee or whatever, because I'm just sometimes, bro, like, I'm just like, dude, no, my luck, I'll get scammed again, or there's some kind of new way where they can scam you out of your items and shit like that. So I just think of worst case scenarios anymore, so I stay away from trading. Now, not to say everybody's out there a scammer or anything, you know. It's just that one bad incident, honestly, like I say, ruined it for a lot of trades. Just because I thought, you know, I didn't know what happened for years. So I was just scared to trade because I was like, dude, this motherfucker probably did some slick ass shit and, you know, just took it out of there or took it out of my inventory or something. I didn't know what was going on. But, you know, I found out that he just removed it from the trade, as simple as that. You know, just a quick sleight of hand, and that's all it took. But, so, you know, whenever you're doing a trade, if they start throwing in items or, you know, it's a bunch of different items, just go through the list. You know, double take, triple take. You know, before you hit that confirm button, you know, make sure they're confirmed. Check every item. Go through it once, twice, 3 times. Whatever the case is, make sure all your items are there, boy. Because do not be like your boy Sonny and get scammed. Don't fall for it. If somebody does that shit with the enchantments, you know, just back out of the trade, you know, whatever. Because 9 times out of 10, that's their intention. You know, and I've actually had a couple times where somebody's tried that, pull that slick shit on me, and I'm like, bro, really? And that's when I'll post it in the chat. I'll screenshot it now, and I'll put them on blast because, you know, you're out there scamming people. You're going to get somebody because, you know, there's a lot of new people in Neverwinter, those people out there. And it's sad because they're taking these guys' hard-earned shit, and, you know, there's not really much you can do, I don't think. But, you know, I do my part. Whenever I catch them, I'll put them on blast in the Enclave. I'll spam in the Alliance. I'll report them on Xbox. I'll report them on Neverwinter. You know what I mean? So I do whatever I can. But they're out there. Just be careful, guys. I figured I'd bring you guys this little Neverwinter story time. Like I said, leave a comment down below. Let me guys know any story times you might have. If you experienced anything like that or similar or whatever the case is, man. Because I got plenty of stories, but I'd love to hear some of your guys' stories as well. Anyway, you know, if we get another 10 likes, I'll continue this series, guys. It has been your boy Sonny here, and I really do genuinely love doing these videos. It brings a smile to my face, bringing back these memories, guys. But I will check you guys out in the next one.